For decades, Tia and Tamara Mowry dazzled audiences as the ultimate sister duo, from the iconic sitcom Sister to their various hosting and acting gigs. They represented a bond that felt unbreakable, something fans assumed would last forever, even beyond the final bows and closing credits. But, in a surprising twist, Tia has recently revealed that her relationship with Tamara isn't as close as it once was. Websites like NBC Connecticut and EI News have reported on Tia dropping the bombshell that she and Tamara grew apart after Tia's divorce from actor Corey Hardrict, leaving fans of the famous twins in shock. Comment sections on social media exploded with heartbreak emojis and "say it ain't so, please." Are these sisters, who once embodied family harmony, truly drifting away?
I do have a feeling and a sense of freedom following my divorce.
Tia and Tamara Mowry burst onto the scene in the 90s, capturing hearts as separated at birth twins who reunite in the beloved series Sister. Their comedic timing, infectious chemistry, and undeniable twin synergy propelled them to instant fame. Beyond that, they branched into movies, talk shows, and cameos, solidifying themselves as a dynamic duo who seemed inseparable both on and off screen. As the years passed, the sisters didn't lose their luster. Instead, they embarked on individual journeys while still staying close. Tia starred in shows like The Game and produced content focusing on cooking and lifestyle, while Tamara co-hosted The Real and built a brand emphasizing family and positivity. Fans admired how they navigated separate personal lives yet still collaborated occasionally. Their combined star power made them staples of the family-friendly entertainment world, glowing examples of how fame doesn't have to tear siblings apart.
She is a mother. Her children need her. She is also a wife. Her husband needs her. She's in a different place in her life. She wants to do her thing, and I'm doing my thing.
That's why Tia's recent bombshell about no longer being close to Tamara struck such a nerve. For the longest time, they seemed beyond any drama. Social media pages run by Sister diehards were littered with fans reminiscing about Tia and Tamara's giggles, twinning outfits, and genuine sisterhood. Now, with Tia's frank statements about drifting apart, the foundation of everything fans believed about these star siblings has come into question. In October 2022, Tia Mowry announced her split from actor Corey Hardrict after 14 years of marriage, citing irreconcilable differences. The pair had been admired as one of Hollywood's seemingly rock-solid couples, sharing 2 children and an enduring love story. So when Tia broke the news, fans were stunned. Social media erupted in compassion, with supporters urging Tia to keep her head up during such a trying time.
She has been with me every step of the way, like through the ups and downs, the bad, the ugly, she know ins and outs, everything.
Yet behind the scenes, Tia was dealing not only with the emotional turmoil of a divorce, but also the changing shape of her personal life. Online speculation swirled about how the divorce might impact her children, her finances, and her mental health. It also inevitably stirred questions about how her twin sister Tamara fit into her support system. According to a People magazine feature, Tia has historically leaned on her siblings during rough patches. So many assumed Tamara would be there, front and center, helping Tia navigate heartbreak. But that turned out not to be the case, at least not to the extent fans anticipated. In subsequent interviews, Tia acknowledged that while Tamara sent her love and prayers, the closeness that fans remembered from sister days just wasn't there. Her divorce effectively became the catalyst that laid bare the emotional distance growing between the twins. A bond that millions had cherished might be less robust than believed.
Do you know what we're doing at my bridal shower? She hasn't even communicated with me.
Tia, that's because you don't want to be in.
During a candid conversation reported by EI News and NBC Connecticut, Tia said words that left fans gasping. She and Tamara are no longer as tight as they once were. Tia specifically pointed to her divorce as a period that made her realize Tamara wasn't the go-to confidant she had always assumed she'd be. The sisters, who once showcased unwavering synergy, were suddenly missing from each other's day-to-day lives. "I wish we were still close," Tia said, capturing the heartbreak behind her public statements.
Her sister just announced that she's going to be getting a divorce.
Yes.
Does like a half of your heart break for her?
You know, I support her.
She also reflected on how personal evolutions can cause even the tightest families to diverge. Tia explained how changing priorities, geographic distance, and new roles, like Tamara's talk show schedule or Tia's production commitments, made them live separate realities. The moment Tia acknowledged that Tamara was just busy with her own life was jarring, considering how fans always saw them as each other's biggest cheerleaders. Some on social media wondered whether Tamara even approved of Tia's divorce, or if it was simply a matter of clashing schedules. The rumor mill went into overdrive, with wild theories suggesting everything from jealousy to ideological differences.
It's not easy. It's a hard journey. But at the end of the day, I feel like it is so worth it.
While Tia has been vocal about the rift, Tamara has mostly chosen silence. She did post a simple "love you sis" comment on one of Tia's Instagram photos, fueling speculation that maybe things weren't so bad after all. Yet Tamara's minimal public reaction has only amplified curiosity. Why not address the speculation directly? Why leave fans to wonder if there's a deeper story? An insider told a Today segment that Tamara is focusing on protecting her peace, reluctant to feed the rumor mill. She's also juggling her own commitments, running a family with husband Adam Housley, pursuing TV projects, and co-running her lifestyle brand. Fans who visited Tamara's social media found little mention of Tia's divorce or any drama. Instead, Tamara's pages brimmed with cooking recipes, parenting posts, and her usual positivity.
You talk about your sister on the show.
Yeah, she's just not as accessible, but I literally just talked to her yesterday.
That quiet stance might be part of Tamara's approach to conflict resolution. Keep it offline. Keep it classy. Still, some in the fan community see it as suspiciously aloof, suspecting the rift is bigger than Tia's let on. The hush around Tamara's perspective underscores the emotional complexity swirling behind the scenes. In the digital age, no celebrity revelation goes unnoticed, and Tia's statements about drifting from Tamara were no exception. "My heart is broken," tweeted one fan, echoing the collective shock. Over on TikTok, montages of iconic sister moments got reposted with tearful captions like, "We thought they were forever," garnering hundreds of thousands of views. Meanwhile, Facebook groups dedicated to Tia and Tamara hosted heated debates about whether Tia's words signified a permanent fallout or a temporary bump in their relationship.
It's because you said you didn't want to do it. The thing is she's worked damn hard when you said you didn't want to. All right, Tamara.
Comment threads frequently pointed to Tia's evolving brand as an independent businesswoman and mother, contrasting Tamara's stable routine that revolves around her talk show experiences, family-based content, and entrepreneurial endeavors. Some fans hypothesized that Tia felt overshadowed by Tamara's success on The Real, while others believed Tia's divorce triggered Tamara's reticence, possibly out of concern for her own conservative brand. The rumor that Tamara might not fully approve of Tia's newfound freedom fed a swirl of conspiracy theories.
Mainly because I had been struggling for a minute about what is it that I felt.
One widely shared post on Instagram claimed, "Tamara's silence says more than Tia's words." People either took that as a sign Tamara disapproved of Tia's decisions, or that she was heartbroken by the public airing of private family issues. Hashtags like Sister No More, and Twin Drama Sword, reflecting the passionate fandom that still sees these ladies as twin icons from their childhood. The hype only fueled more speculation about the real reasons behind the emotional gap. It's impossible to understand Tia's stance without looking into how her divorce changed her life. According to People, Tia called splitting from Corey Hardrict one of the hardest decisions she's ever made. The couple had built a stable, low-key reputation, seldom fueling tabloid headlines. The abrupt end, therefore, took fans by surprise. Tia said her mental health and personal growth guided that choice, an example of her stepping into a new chapter of independence.
I was able to move through that and feel, a sense of freedom.
Yet, that independence seems to have come with a high emotional cost, including the realization that Tamara wasn't walking through it with her as closely as Tia expected. A wave of support from Tia's social media followers offered consolation, but Tia openly admitted longing for her sister's direct presence in that trying moment. "I needed my twin more than ever," Tia reportedly told a close friend, as cited by a fan on Sportskeeda. If Tamara was absent, fans wondered, was she genuinely busy with her own family life, or did philosophical differences about marriage, family, and career create a wedge? In either case, Tia's acceptance that Tamara's role in her life might have changed was a turning point. She's forging ahead, discovering a new normal that doesn't involve her twin's daily input. That step alone reveals Tia's resilience and also underscores the heartbreak.
It may sound cliche, but time truly does have a way of soothing pain. Someday, I believe I'll be able to look back on this time with nothing but warmth and gratitude.
Beyond the emotional dimension, Tia and Tamara have occasionally dabbled in business together, from cameo appearances to collaborative deals, capitalizing on their nostalgic brand as beloved TV twins. Observers noted that professional synergy often brings families closer, but if Tia's rift with Tamara escalates, the possibility of future joint ventures might diminish. Could upcoming brand deals or cameo reunions be jeopardized? A source quoted by US Magazine hinted that networks have pitched them a sister-sister reboot, hoping to ride the wave of 90s nostalgia. In the past, Tia and Tamara have teased fans about the possibility, but Tia's revelations about emotional distance cast doubt on whether such a reunion is feasible. Another whisper on social media says Tia might shift focus to her cooking show or produce more content about single parenting, effectively carving out a brand that doesn't hinge on the twin dynamic. Meanwhile, Tamara's supporters see her thriving in a talk show domain or continuing to produce Hallmark-esque projects. Again, separate from Tia's realm.
For the beautiful children brought into my life, and the stronger version of myself that emerged from the experience.
This business dimension can intensify personal disagreements. If they can't see eye to eye personally, how can they navigate potential projects that require them to act like best friends again? Unlike many celebrities who drag family feuds into the tabloids, Tia has adopted a no more drama strategy. She's addressed the rift openly, yet refrains from bashing Tamera or spilling messy details. Her vibe is more about acceptance and regret, wishing Tamera was around more. On social platforms like Instagram Live, Tia emphasizes self-care, motherhood, and new projects. Observers highlight her calm tone, which some interpret as heartbreak masked by stoicism.
Tamara, look, we learned mommy, daddy, food. Oh, I know what we learned too today.
Meanwhile, Tia's choice to air the news publicly could be her means of taking control of the narrative, rather than letting tabloids spin out of control. This approach might also reflect Tia's maturity. She's sharing her truth without fanning flames or seeking to blame Tamara. A handful of cynics, though, say Tia might be quietly venting frustration that Tamara's not showing up for her in a more visible way. The real impetus could be a silent tension that Tia hopes to resolve by prompting Tamara to speak up or step in. Still, Tia's composure encourages fans to adopt a balanced perspective. She's not portraying Tamara as a villain or forcing a Team Tia versus Team Tamara scenario. Instead, Tia subtly reminds us that sisterhood can be multi-layered, a complicated tapestry of closeness, distance, love, and differences.
We can collaborate on our business. I think we should do a website.
Think about it. We do not have a website together. Oh my, we don't. And so many people, they always ask me, do you have a website? Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
With Tia acknowledging the distance, fans naturally wonder if there's any hope for reconciliation. Family rifts don't have to last forever, especially for sisters who share a rich history. Tia's own words, "I wish we were still close," resonate as a heartfelt invitation for Tamara to re-enter her world on a more personal level. Observers recall that these are the same twins who overcame teenage fame, early adult stress, and branched out careers. If they managed to maintain closeness through those decades, maybe they can do it again. Yet some fans, referencing Sportskeeda, suggest that returning to the bond they once had might require more than an apology or a quick phone call. It may necessitate Tamara stepping out of her comfort zone, understanding Tia's transformations, and Tia likewise respecting Tamara's boundaries. In an era when social media can inflate minor issues into full-blown sagas, both sisters might need to keep certain conversations behind closed doors, away from public curiosity.
It's times like this when I feel and wish that my sister and I were still close.
So, is the end of Sister Sister truly upon us? Or is this just an intermission, a complicated chapter in a story that's far from over? Tia seems open to healing, and Tamara's silence doesn't necessarily mean rejection. Time, as always, will tell. But for now, fans are left to hope that these two can find their way back to the sisterhood that enchanted a generation of viewers. So, what do you think? Is this a permanent end to the once iconic duo, or merely a bump in the road for Tia and Tamara's famously close bond? Drop a comment and let us know. Do you believe the Mowry twins can rediscover that old sisterly magic? Or has adulthood permanently reshaped their relationship? And for more sizzling gossip, from Hollywood heartbreaks to NBA wives' bombshells, hit that subscribe button for Celeb Titbits. Until next time, keep it locked for all the insider tea in Hollywood and hip-hop.